Yes. So good morning. In our last class, we were discussing about ray optics, and I have told you what is meant by a ray of light and a beam of light, and also I have told you about three different types of beams of light. We have convergent beam of light, divergent beam of light, and a parallel beam of light. If the rays of light, if the rays of light converge to a point, then such a beam of light is called as convergent beam of light. And if the rays of light move away from a point, on the point in the ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ರೆ rays of if the rays of light are moving away from a point, then such rays of light are called as a divergent beam of light. And if the rays of light are parallel to each other, then such a beam of light is called as parallel beam of light. These are the three types of beam of light which we often come across in the study of ray optics. So remember what is convergent beam of light, divergent beam of light, and a parallel beam of light. This is parallel beam of light. With this idea of what is a ray of light and a beam of light, we will try to understand what is meant by optical medium. Optical medium. See, whenever you come across the term optics, you must remember it means light. Optics means light. Okay. So, optical medium antandre, it is a medium which allows light to pass through it. An optical medium is a medium which allows light to pass through it. A medium which allows light to pass through it is called as an optical medium. Can you give an example for an optical medium? A medium which allows light to pass through it is called as an optical medium. Can you give an example for an optical medium? Optical medium is on the example ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದಾ? Can you give an example for an optical medium? Very good. Air, vacuum. We know that light travels through vacuum. So vacuum is an optical medium. Light even travels through air. Air is an optical medium. Light can travel through water. Light can even travel through water. Correct, Allah? Very good. Glass is also an example for optical medium. Glass is also an optical medium. Even water is an optical medium. Light even travels into water. Suppose this is a fish tank. This is water, and here there is a fish. We'll be able to see this fish, isn't it? If fish tank ಒಳಗಿರೋ fish ನಮಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಹ್ಯಾಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ the light from the sun pass through the water, it will be incident on the fish and gets reflected back and enters into our eye. When light from sun enters into water, it will be incident on the fish. This light gets reflected from the fish and the reflected ray enters into our eye. Then we'll have the sensation of vision of this fish. We'll be able to see this fish. Hagadre, light can even travel through water. Suppose if light were not traveling through water, you would not be able to see the fish that is inside the water. ಈ fish tank ಒಳಗಿರೋ fish ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. So even water is an optical medium. So a medium which allows light to pass through it is called as an optical medium. This optical media are actually of two types. Optical media are of two types. One is transparent medium, transparent optical medium, and the another is translucent optical medium. Transparent optical medium and translucent optical medium. These are the two types of optical medium. See, a transparent optical medium is that which allows maximum portion of the light to pass through it. A transparent optical medium is that which allows maximum portion of the light to pass through it. For example, glass, a plain glass is a example for transparent optical medium. It allows maximum portion of the light to pass through it. Suppose there is a glass door. This is a glass door between two persons, A and B. This is A and this is B. This is a glass door between these two persons. We know these two persons can see each other. A can see B and B can see A, because this glass door is a transparent medium which allows maximum portion of the light to pass through it. Such a medium which allows maximum portion of the light to pass through it is called as an optical medium. On the other hand, a translucent medium is a medium which allows only a small portion of the light to pass through it. Nodri, translucent medium kuda light na allow ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, it allows light to pass through it, but it allows only a small portion of light to pass through it. Translucent medium allows only a small portion of light to pass through it. What can be the example for a translucent medium? Translucent medium example ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? Can you tell an example for translucent medium? A medium which allows only a small portion of light to pass through it. Only a small portion of light. Translucent medium. Very good. Oiled paper. Oiled paper is an example for translucent media. Oiled paper allows only a portion of light to pass through it. You take a paper and put some oil on it and hold it against light. You do not receive all the light energy that is incident on the paper on the other side. Instead, you receive very small portion of the light coming out of the oiled paper. So, we say oiled paper is an example for a translucent media. ಈ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ ವಿಂಡೋಸ್, ಕಾರ್ ವಿಂಡೋಸ್ ಗೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಕಲರ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ದಟ್ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ವಿಂಡೋ ಡಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಲೋ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲೈಟ್ ಟು ಪಾಸ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಇಟ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಕಲರ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಏನ್ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೂಸೆಂಟ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ. ನಾವು ಕಾರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಕೂತು ಹೊರಗೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಸಿ or will be able to get very small portion of the light entering into the car, because the glass windows are covered with a translucent material. The glass windows of the vehicles are generally covered with translucent material which allows only a small portion of the light to pass. Such a material or such a medium which allows very small portion of the light to pass through it is called as a translucent medium. So this is regarding optical medium. Optical medium is a medium which allows light to pass through it. Optical medium are of two types: transparent medium and translucent medium. A transparent medium is one which allows maximum portion of the light to pass through it. On the other hand, a translucent medium is one which allows only a small portion of the light to pass through it. This is regarding optical medium. On the other hand, there are also some kind of media which do not allow light to pass through them. Such media are called as opaque medium. The medium which do not allow light to pass through it is called as a opaque medium. A medium which do not allow light to pass through it is called as an opaque medium. Very good, Flash. What can be the example for an opaque medium? Opaque medium example, you know. This is the example for an opaque medium. Yes. See, this paper is an opaque medium, isn't it? The paper is an opaque medium. This paper does not allow light to pass through it. Suppose I'm holding a pen now. This pen is visible to you. Nim kanni kaanustiyadi pen. Yak kaanustiyade nodri. Things around us are visible to us only because of light. And light is a form of energy that enables us to see the things around us. Iga ee pen yak visible ade antandre light from sun is incident on this pen. This pen reflects a portion of the incident light. Idr mele biddirodrolage ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಲೈಟ್ ನ ಈ ಪೆನ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಆ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ರೇಸ್ ಏನದಲ್ಲ that will travel into the lens of the camera. The light that is reflected by this pen will travel into the lens of the camera and that will be transmitted to you. Next, naan en martini nodri. This is the pen and we know what happens. What is the mechanism through which you are able to see this pen? Hyaಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ ಗೊತ್ತದೆ. ಸನ್ನಿಂದ ಲೈಟ್ ಬಂದು ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೀಳ್ತದೆ. ಬಿದ್ದಿರೋ ಲೈಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಲೈಟ್ ನ ಈ ಪೆನ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಆ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ರೇಸು ಕ್ಯಾಮೆರಾ ಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಗಿ ಆ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಮಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ವಾಟ್ ಐ ನೌ ಡೂ ಇಸ್ I'll hold the paper between this pen and the camera lens. I'll hold the paper between the pen and the camera lens. Are you able to see the pen? Are you now able to see the pen? Pen ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದ? You are not able to see the pen because what is happening is when light from sun is incident on the pen and gets reflected between the pen and the lens, there is a sheet of paper. ಈ paper sheet ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ once the ray of light is incident on it, ಈ paper ಮೇಲೆ ray of light incident ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಈ paper ಆ ray of light ನ allow ಮಾಡ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ರಾಗ ಹೋಗ್ಲಕ್ಕೆ. This paper sheet allows light to pass through it, isn't it? That paper sheet allows light to pass through it. Correct? Paper sheet is allowing light to pass through it. So the paper sheet does not allow light to pass through it. Such media which do not allow light to pass through them are called as opaque medium. So is the idea of optical medium and opaque medium clear? Idea of optical and opaque medium. What is an optical medium? What is an opaque medium? Optical medium na ಎರಡು ರೀತಿ ಅವೆ, transparent and then translucent. With this idea of optical medium, we will try to understand the relation between speed of light, frequency of light, and wavelength of light. See, remember this equation. This is most important, and we'll be making use of this equation again and again in understanding so many different ideas in optics. See, the relationship between speed of light, frequency of light, and wavelength of light is C is equals to F into lambda, where C is speed of light in vacuum. C is speed of light in vacuum. F is the frequency of the source emitting the light, and lambda is the wavelength of light. C speed of light, F frequency of light, and lambda is the wavelength of light. This relation is to be remembered. Nodri, ಈ frequency ಮತ್ತೆ wavelength ಯಾಕೆ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿವಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. During propagation, light behaves like a wave. During propagation, light behaves like a wave. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ if the light is behaving like a wave, it must be possessing frequency and wavelength. And since it is propagating, it must be possessing some speed. ಅದು ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. We have a relationship between speed, frequency, and wavelength of light. We have speed is equals to speed of light is equals to frequency into wavelength of light. This is the relationship between speed of light, frequency of light, and wavelength of light. Remember this equation. We'll be making use of this equation again and again. If we are considering light to be traveling in vacuum, we need to represent speed of light in vacuum as C. C is speed of light in vacuum. I have told you, when light travels from vacuum into some other medium, say glass, vacuum in the glass ಒಳಗೆ light entry ಆದರೆ ಆ light ದು speed decrease ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Velocity of light or speed of light in a medium must be represented as V. Vacuum nagiddre speed of light should be represented as C, whereas in a medium the speed of light must be represented as V. Remember this. C speed of light in vacuum, V speed of light in a medium. So this is an important relationship. C is equals to F into lambda, frequency into wavelength. Okay, this is the relationship between speed of light, frequency of light, and wavelength of the light. All right. Reflection of light. See, light exhibits so many different properties when it is traveling along straight line. I have told you, ray optics is a branch of optics that deals with the rectilinear propagation of light. Throughout ray optics, we will be studying those properties exhibited by light when it is considered to be traveling along straight line. One such property exhibited by light when it is traveling along straight line is the reflection of light. However, what is meant by reflection of light? Reflection of light ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. Reflection of light is the phenomenon. Reflection of light is the phenomenon in which a ray of light traveling in one medium, incident on the surface of another medium, bounces back into the same medium. Bounces back into the same medium. This phenomenon in which a ray of light traveling in one medium, incident on the surface of the another medium, bounces back into the same medium. This phenomenon is called as reflection of light. To understand this phenomenon, consider here is a surface. This is some surface, and here is a source of light. This is the source of light. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಲೈಟ್ ಬರ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. Let us suppose this medium is air. Let this medium be air. ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಏರ್ ಇದೆ ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಈ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ you take it as some other medium, say medium X. Okay. Light from sun is traveling in air. Nodri, ಈ source ಇಂದ ಬರ್ತಿರೋ light ಏನದಲ್ಲ, it is traveling in air. It is now incident on the surface of some other medium. This is medium X. ಈ medium the surface ಮೇಲೆ light incident ಆಗಿದೆ. Light traveling in one medium. ಯಾವ medium ನಾಗ travel ಆಗ್ತಿರೋದು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕು. Light is now traveling in air and it is incident on another medium, and after it is incident on another medium, it bounces back into the same medium. ಯಾವ medium ನಾಗಿಂದ ಬಂದಿತ್ತೋ ಈ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಿದ್ದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದೇ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ನಾಗೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. This phenomenon in which a ray of light traveling in one medium, incident on the surface of the another medium, and bounces back into the same medium is called as reflection of light. Reflection of light. I am visible to you only because of light. First thing, in mechanism ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. What mechanism is taking place? Do you think reflection is taking place in this case? I am visible to you only because of reflection of light. Yes, very good. ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ, light from source is traveling in air. Air ನಾಗೆ ಲೈಟ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಂದು ನನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಬೌನ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಲೈಟ್ ಬೌನ್ಸಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಯಾವ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ನಾಗಿಂದ ಲೈಟ್ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೂ ಲೈಟ್ ಅದೇ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ನಾಗ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. Such a phenomenon in which a ray of light traveling in one medium. This is ray of light traveling in air. Ray of light traveling in one medium, incident on the surface of another medium and bounces back into the same medium. Hagadre, can you tell me what is the medium in which incident ray and the reflected ray are lying? Incident ray ಮತ್ತು reflected ray same medium ನಾಗವ, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ medium ನಾಗವ? Incident ray and the reflected ray. Incident ray and the reflected ray. ಇಲ್ಲ. So this phenomenon in which a ray of light traveling in one medium, incident on the surface of another medium and bounces back into the same medium is called as reflection of light. In case of reflection of light, incident ray and reflected ray lie in the same medium. Incident ray and the reflected ray lie in the same medium. In case of reflection, incident ray and the reflected ray lie in the same medium. So this is regarding reflection of light. After all understanding this phenomenon of reflection of light, you need to know what is a mirror. Need to know what is a mirror. See, a mirror is any smooth surface that reflects light. A mirror is any smooth surface that reflects light. ಯಾವ surface light na reflect ಮಾಡ್ತದೋ ಆ ಎಲ್ಲ surface nu ನಾವು mirror ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬಹುದು. In order to reflect maximum portion of light, we generally silver one side of the object and the other side will be made opaque. Now, ಮನೆಗಳೊಳಗೆ ಏನು plain mirrors use ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, in such plain mirrors, we need maximum portion of the light to be reflected. So, we coat one side of that plain object with silver and the other side will be made opaque. In general, any smooth surface that reflects light is called as a mirror. Even this board is a mirror. The board na kuda mirror anta karibodu because this is reflecting the light that is incident on it. If this board were not reflecting the light that is incident on it, would this board be visible to you? If this board were not reflecting the light that is incident on it, would this board be visible to you? ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿತ್ತಾ ನಿಮಗೆ board ಇದು? So we can even say this board as a mirror, right? So any smooth light reflecting surface can be called as a mirror. This is regarding reflection and the mirror. Before we understand the laws of reflection, we'll try to understand about sources of light. See, any object that emits light can be called as source of light. Any object that emits light can be called as source of light. For Earth, sun is the source of light. We receive light from the sun, so we can say sun is the source of light for the Earth. These sources can be of different types. We can have luminous source of light and non-luminous source of light. See, any object that emits light is a source of light. Sources of light may be luminous, also they can be non-luminous. Must know what are luminous sources of light and what are non-luminous sources of light. See, luminous sources of light are those sources which emit light of their own. The objects that emit light of their own are called as luminous sources of light. These objects will be emitting light of their own. Can you give me an example for luminous source? Can you give me an example for luminous source? Luminous source is one example. Sun, star. How about moon? Moon. Even bulb is an example for luminous source because bulb emits light of its own. How about moon? Moon. Is moon a luminous source? Is moon a luminous source of light? Moon. Luminous source of moon. Moon is actually a non-luminous source of light because moon is visible to us only when light from sun is incident on it. moon just reflects the light that is incident on it from the sun. When light from the sun is incident on the moon, moon just reflects that light to us and moon becomes visible to us. Such sources which do not emit light of their own, instead reflects the light that is incident on them, are called as non-luminous sources of light. They do not have the ability to emit the light of their own. A tree is visible to us. A tree is visible to us. Hagadre, what kind of source is tree? Luminous or non-luminous? Tree. Tree is a luminous source or non-luminous source? A tree is actually a non-luminous source. A tree becomes visible to us only when light from sun is incident on it. When light from sun is incident on this tree, the tree is going to reflect that light and we see the reflected light. We see the reflected light. Such sources which do not emit light of their own, instead reflects the light that is incident on them, are called as non-luminous sources of light. So, sources of light may be luminous or they may also be non-luminous. Okay, sources of light may be luminous or they may also be non-luminous. How about this pen? Source of light. This pen is luminous or non-luminous? This pen is luminous or non-luminous? Very good. So next now, if I ask you to consider a source of light, that source of light may be luminous or it may be non-luminous. Okay, we may consider luminous source of light, we may consider non-luminous source of light in our discussion, but it must be emitting light. That's it. It must be emitting light. Okay, this idea clear? This idea clear? What is an optical medium? What is an opaque medium? What is reflection of light? What is a mirror? And what are the sources of light? This to clear? Okay. Fine then. So, with this idea of sources of light, we'll try to understand what is meant by an object. See, in study of ray optics, we'll be very frequently using the term object and image. You must know what is meant by an object. An object is anything that emits light. An object is anything that emits light. See, that object may emit its own light, or that object may be visible because light from some other source is incident on it. Namiga object is something which emits light andaga, ee object to compulsory luminous source agirbeku, non-luminous source agirbeku anta condition illa. Even this can be an object. This object can be seen, Allah. This object is visible to us. This pen is visible to us, isn't it? Anastala, pen nam kaniya. This pen is visible to us, isn't it? This pen is visible to us. Anastada. This pen is visible to us. Because this pen is visible to us, we can call it as an object. This pen is visible to us only if it is emitting light. Whether it is emitting its own light or it is emitting the light that is reflected from it, that is immaterial. Yav light emit martid, adarde own light emit martiyoda, athwa bare yavudardo source inda bandid light na reflect martiyoda bekagilla. If this object is emitting light, we can call it as the object. An object is anything that emits light. Okay. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ, ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್, ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಡೈವರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ ಬೀಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. an object always gives divergent beam of light. Remember this. ಈ ಪೆನ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಿದ್ದಿರೋ ಲೈಟ್ ಡೈವರ್ಜ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಡೈವರ್ಜ್ ಆಗಿ some rays of light should enter into the lens of the camera, isn't it? This object becomes visible to you only when it diverges the light. Correct alla? So an object always diverges the light, or we always get a divergent beam from an object. One object inda namige yavaglu divergent beam bartade. Remember this. This is the idea of an object. So an object is anything that emits light. Okay. When I consider, or when I ask you to consider an object, you can consider anything. You can consider pen as an object. You can consider a tree as an object. You can consider a bulb as an object. You can consider sun as an object. Object andaga, whether it is luminous or non-luminous, is immaterial. That object must be able to emit the light. That's it. That is the only thing that is required. Okay. So this is regarding object. We'll learn about image after we study reflection. Before we get into the details of reflection of light, we'll try to understand some basic ideas regarding reflection of light. See, any surface that reflects light can be called as a reflecting surface, or you can even call it as a mirror. So this is a surface which can reflect the light that is incident on it. Ee surface mele light bidre aa light na ee surface reflect ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. Such a surface which can reflect the light is called as reflecting surface. Here is a source. Illinda one ray of light is incident agade. A ray of light that is incident on a surface is called as incident ray. This is called as incident ray. A ray of light that is incident on the surface is called as incident ray. At the point of incidence, notice, this is the point of incidence. This is point of incidence. ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಹತ್ರ ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಿವಿ. At the point of incidence, we always draw a perpendicular. We often call it as normal. This is called as normal. Normal is nothing but a perpendicular drawn at the point of incidence. ಈ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಯು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಡ್ರಾ ದಿಸ್ ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ at the point of incidence. ಲೈಟ್ ಯಾವ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೋ ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್. This perpendicular drawn at the point of incidence is called as normal. Okay. Once light is incident on the reflecting surface, we know this light bounces back into the same medium. The light that gets reflected is called as reflected ray. This is known as reflected ray. So the light or the ray of light that is incident on the surface is called as incident ray. At the point of incidence, we have drawn a perpendicular to the reflecting surface. The reflecting surface is one perpendicular hakivi. The perpendicular drawn to the reflecting surface at the point of incidence is called as normal. Idana normal anta kariti. The ray of light that gets reflected is called as reflected ray. Okay. In normal yak hakirtivi antandre, in ray optics we'll have to measure the angles. Now ray optics is also called as geometrical optics for the reason, while constructing the images of some object, we'll be making use of so many laws of geometry. ಈ rectilinear propagation of light ಓದಬೇಕಾದಾಗ we'll be making use of so many laws of geometry. Because of this reason, we'll call this ray optics as geometrical optics also. Okay. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಈ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ರೇ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಮಧ್ಯ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಅದೇ. The angle between incident ray and the normal drawn at the point of incidence is called as the angle of incidence. This angle is called as angle of incidence. So the angle between incident ray and the normal is called as angle of incidence. Also there is some angle between reflected ray and the normal. The angle between reflected ray and the normal is called as angle of reflection. This is called angle of reflection. So the angle between incident ray and normal is called as the angle of incidence, and the angle between reflected ray and normal is called as angle of reflection. All the angles must be measured from normal. Angles ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಇಂದ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ನಮಗೆ 0 ಇದ್ದಂಗೆ, ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ 0 ಇದ್ದಂಗೆ. ಈ ಕಡೆಗೆ 10 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ, 20 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ, 30 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ, 40 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ, 50 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ, 60, 70 so on. ಹೀಗೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಕೂಡ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಇದೆ 0. You should measure the angles from normal. ಅಂದ್ರೆ normal should be taken as the reference for measuring angles. ಈ ಕಡೆ 10, 20, 30, 40 so on. All the angles must be measured from normal. All angles must be measured from. All angles must be measured from normal. So these are some basic ideas that you need to understand the reflection completely. Is this clear? What is incident ray? What is normal? What is reflected ray? What is the angle of incidence? What is angle of reflection? It is to clear the. Are these points clear? Okay. So this is all regarding the basics of reflection of light. In our next class, we'll learn the laws of reflection and we will start studying spherical mirrors. Namige plane mirrors syllabus nagilla. We'll start studying spherical mirrors in our next class. We'll continue, please. We'll continue.